Hello everybody and welcome to this new video on SketchUp on the free version of SketchUp, SketchUp for web, and in this video we are going to see how to use the push-pull tool. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course SketchUp for web is available. So if you want to learn this version of SketchUp starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn to perfectly master SketchUp for web. In the second link on the description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software and have basic of this software in these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is like an online school. You can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. So we are going to start with the push-pull tool that we use a lot in SketchUp. The first thing that I'm going to do is to create a rectangle here. And I will go on this area and I will start a rectangle, and I'm not going to enter specific dimension, just create a rectangle like this. At the same time, I will create a circle on the right, so I will click here, I will select the circle tools, and for example, I will create a circle on this area. So after to do this type of work, the basic of this tool, you have the push-pull tool here, shortcut P, and thanks to that you can just go on the face, and when you arrive on the face you can just go left click here and you can just pull just like this. And I can go here and I can pull just like this. Something that you can do also, if I just cancel the tool last action, you can enter a dimension. So you can find the distance on the bottom right corner, and when you start the left click, you can enter the distance that you want. If, for example, I want 4 meters, I can just type 4 meters, I can press enter, and I can just dragging and moving with 4 meters. Here, if I move a little bit, just like this, I want 2 meters, I can just type 2 meters, just like that. Now, if, for example, I create more division. For this, I use the line tools, and for example, I can create an edge. I can snap midpoint to midpoint here. I will create another edge maybe on this area. Maybe I will create another one just here as well. Now, something that I will do, it is also on this circle. I will create an offset, and for this, we can use the offset tools, and I will create a small offset here, and I will type maybe 40 centimeters. If I take my push-pull tool, so one more time, you can, for example, go on the area and just go left click on the face and you can just pull like this. If I want to enter dimension, you can. If here I want 4 meters, I can type 4 meters on the bottom right corner and press enter. And as you can see, you can make multiple things like this with multiple faces. I can dragging and moving here as well, move maybe here or move again here, or I can move also this one. I can continue, use my offset tools, create another offset. I will type 20 centimeters, and I will just create an extrusion. Yes, using my push-pull tool, just like this. So this is the principle. Something that I will do, I will select all the elements here, and I will press delete on the keyboard. Now I will create another rectangle. We will go on this area and I will create another rectangle. I would like to create something like a part, and something that I will do, it's 8 meters, and I will type comma and I will type 1 meter and I will validate just like that. After that, I will use the guide tools, and here I will select the tape measure tools and I will create a guide in the middle. So I will type 50 centimeters, press enter, and here I will create another one and I will find the center 4 meters. And I will continue. So it means I will create another guide just like this, and this one I will place at 2 meters. Here I will create another one that I will place at 2 meters as well. And that's it. Maybe we can start with this. I will create an extrusion first. So I will select the extrude tools and I will create a small extrusion and I will type 40 centimeters on the bottom right corner. And then I will define here, oops, I could create the, I'm going to make something little different. I will extrude here because I created my guide, so I will extrude, but on this direction it will be pretty better. Yeah, just like that. And now I will select the circle tool with Control plus you can increase the number of sides. So I will increase the number of sides to maybe 60. And I will create a small circle on this area. I can define a radius, 30 centimeter. I will repeat the same process here, 30 centimeter. And on this area, I will repeat 30 centimeter as well, just like that. Something that I wanted to show you is when you extrude here. For example, I extrude here and I enter a value of 1 meter, just like that. If you double click, you can create the same extrusion, double click with the last value, and sometimes it's convenient because you can do something like this. If I just come back here, I can also select this circle. I can go inside just like this, and we need to tap 40 centimeter to create a hole. So it means the size of what we have here. So I created this hole, and now if I double click and double click here, I can create something like this. Let's select the eraser tools, and I will erase the guide here and the guide here. Another important point will be, for example, when I go here with a push-pull, you can just dragging and moving the face just like that. But you have also the possibility to create an extrusion with more edges. And for this, what you can do, you can use Control to start a new face. Control to start a new face. When you press Control, you can see a small plus appears to the extrude tools. And thanks to this small plus, you can create a new face just like this. And now I can enter a value like maybe 50 centimeter. I can type centimeter. And as you can see, we have a new edge created here, a new edge created here to create this new face. And if you press Ctrl again, as you can see, you remove the plus, and now you won't have a new edge. So if you select the tool, you press Ctrl, a small plus will appear, and you can create a new edge. And for example, I can type 50 centimeter, just like that, and I can do something like this. Here it is same. I can, maybe if I press Ctrl, I can remove the plus, and I can just do something like this. And I can move with maybe 50 centimeter as well. I will type 50 centimeter. If I double click, I can do the same type of thing here. But if I want to create a new face, I can press Ctrl, and now I will create a new face here, or I can create a new face here as well, just like this. So this is something important to understand. So you have also more options when you use this type of tools. And I can also just go here, but because we have a new face, it's not going to work properly in this case, because I'm using plus. So if I press Ctrl, I can remove, and this time I can, for example, adjust just here, or I can adjust here, just like that. So you need to understand this difference between when you want to create a new face or not using Control. And it's really important to understand these features just like this. And that's it. After, for the rest, you can extrude at your convenience. You can dragging and moving. You can pull. Here, as you can see, we have added new edges. So this is why we have this. But even when you have something like this, after you can also open or you can clean, you can use the eraser tool, and it's possible. But if I use the eraser tool here, I will open. But you can also erase some area just like this. It's also possible with the eraser tools. So something that we are going to do, we are going to stop here with this video. So if you like this content, subscribe to these YouTube channels. In the first link on the description, the complete course Sketchup is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. We work with Sketchup for web, so it means the free version of Sketchup. So in this complete course, firstly on the description, we see in details all the features, different hours of training to content to perfectly master all the tools, all the features, and different training on the creation of object and more at the end of the course. In the second link on the description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels, have basics of this software. And second link on the description, it is like an online school, so it means you can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. For next video on this channel, see you. Ciao, ciao.